Persia, romantic land of fairy tales, sees a fairy tale come to life in the wedding of her king. Once before, the preparations were made, but ill health stayed the day. But now, in a car of gold, the king's sister, the Princess Shams, comes to fetch his bride to the ceremony. And now, in a dress lovelier than any fairy princess wore, comes the bride, honey-haired Soraya Esfandiari. Slowly up the palace steps, she proceeds, weighed down by 6,000 diamonds, sequins by the million, and the silver lame of her dress, whose train 4 bridesmaids could scarcely carry. And in an inner room, where only the family might go, they were wed. Then in the great hall, the Shah and his radiant empress received the congratulations of their guests. The Shah, who is 31, was formerly married to King Farouk's sister. His new bride is Persian, descendant of a great tribal chief formerly antagonistic to the throne. In the group are the Shah's sister, Princess Fatima, who married an American, and his twin sister, Princess Ashraf. The Aga Khan, a Persian prince and leader of a great sect of Mohammedans, witnessed the wedding. At night, in the fabulous pink marble Golden Palace, where stands the jewel-encrusted peacock throne brought from Delhi by the first Shah of Persia, 3,000 guests await the royal couple, among them the Shah's mother. It's a scene of glittering brilliance, the splendor of uniform, the gay loveliness of the women's dresses, the sparkle of crystal and gold, as the romance, which started with a snapshot, comes to a fairy tale climax. Lovely and regal in a scene of regal splendor, too, is the Begum Aga Khan. 500 years ago and more, lone Britons found their arduous way to Persia, then, as now, gateway to the riches of the East, and fabulous tales they brought back of the splendor they had seen. Today, the newsreel camera has shown you what the pen of man could scarcely have brought to life. The Queen Mary docks at Southampton, bringing to Britain His Imperial Majesty the Shah of Persia and Queen Soraya. The Shah, who wears the uniform of a marshal in the Persian Air Force, has been visiting the United States with his Queen. During their week stay in this country, they intend to do some shopping and sightseeing. The Duke of Gloucester, representing the Queen, waits at Waterloo Station to welcome the royal couple who journey by special train from Southampton. Queen Soraya, who is half German and half Persian, is the Shah's second wife. In August 1953, when Premier Mossadegh was ousted, the Shah returned from exile to Persia, and since that time has become a very powerful and popular ruler. It was partly due to his perseverance and good statesmanship that Persia's oil industry was revived last year. During their visit to this country, the Shah and Queen Soraya are to meet Her Majesty the Queen. Britain, which has been friendly with Persia for 400 years, welcomes its young and progressive monarch. The Shah of Persia and Queen Soraya are the guests of honor at a dinner party given by the Persian ambassador at the Savoy Hotel, London. The Queen has chosen a white chiffon dress with mink shoulder straps and wears a diamond and emerald tiara. Her earrings are also of emeralds. General Sir Gerald Templar is among the 500 guests greeted by the royal couple. The Danish ambassador is welcomed by the Shah and his Queen. A slight accident earlier in the day caused Queen Soraya to strain an ankle. 2 days before, she was slightly indisposed at an embassy party. At her own request, she takes a short rest during the evening. The Duke of Gloucester chats with her. The Duchess of Gloucester talks to the Shah. Queen Soraya is one of the most beautiful royal ladies ever to visit Britain. Top mannequins curtsy low as Queen Soraya enters Hamilton House in Piccadilly for a fashion show. This is being specially staged by the Incorporated Society of London Fashion Designers. Queen Soraya, it is noted, still wears a bandage on her sprained ankle. With the accent on spring, Victor Stiebel introduces a flower-printed hand-tongue day dress and parasol and a green Syrah coat. Model Jill Coates moves towards the Queen to give her a closer view. Keeping a weather eye open for the not-so-chilly months, designer Michael shows a yellow and white woven wool dress with three-quarter topcoat. Queen Soraya, who is recognized as one of the most perfectly dressed women in the world, sees nearly 50 new British designs. A Norman Hartnell creation climaxes the show. Modeled by Lana, it is a crystal-embroidered white tulle evening gown with a fox-trimmed jacket. A shimmering finale to the royal display.
You